Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another wee video here. What we have today is an ELO estimator video from a new subscriber, so completely new rating, not seen any other games before, so I have no idea again if this game was taken earlier in their career, later in the career, or somewhere around the middle. But we are going to start off with just a lovely checkmate that I got today. Today is currently the 14th of January. I couldn't believe I managed to pull this off. Basically, if you see a mate in 2, you go for a mate in 5. Why not? Because they're both forced either way, they cannot be stopped, and one is obviously a lot more complicated than the other. So this is the game here. I had the white pieces. It's a 2-minute bullet game with 1-second intervals or additional time, and yeah, I thought everything was going quite well. I managed to take the centre and managed to control a lot and ignore your opponent's attacks at the right time, because you can get very scared, especially whenever they're winning loads of material. But you have to be able to see your advantage and what you can take home with it. So starting this game, e4, e5, very simple. As if you've been watching the channel at all, I go for the Vienna. So I'm hoping for this knight move, but I do also know putting the bishop out, if, as you see in this game, goes here. So put the bishop out, he brings his other knight out. We decide to go for a very, very strange move. It's not the same as the Vienna, because this knight is now here, while previously in the Vienna, this knight wouldn't be here. You would have your pawn out, your bishop would still be on the home square. But we push that pawn anyway. This does give black an immediate advantage of 0.8. He takes the pawn, that's fine. We decide, let me actually switch over here so you can see. So book moves, all common book moves, but again, this f4 is a good move, but it loses advantage, so it does. When he captures, we develop our knight. A pawn developer and a knight. He makes this very simple move to stop our knight from galloping into the centre, then threatening a fried liver type of attack. But that wasn't our plan, but it was obviously something that we could have went as well. He must have lost this recently. That doesn't want to suffer. So we take the space. We push our pawn forward. The reason being, it's attacked once and it's defended once. That doesn't seem right. But if by any chance he does take this pawn, we can then just further push up, attack. Or no, hold on. That just loses ridiculously because you lose your bishop. What am I thinking? Here, best move would be queen e2. Pinning the bishop or the knight to the king, so they can no longer move. They can make a simple move at d5 to defend. You'd follow up with d4 pressuring on it, and you are going to win this piece at the end of it. That's just what's going to happen, because he got himself pinned. But that is not what happened in this game. We push the pawn, he retreats. This square is already covered from the queen check, so we're not worried about that at all. We push our second pawn into the centre, being defended twice. Grand, no problem. He attacks our centre. I'm like, okay, what can we do to kind of defend the centre, get our pieces out, and kind of, keep everything nice. It's obviously going to be this bishop takes pawn move, defending the pawn in the centre, happy enough to then replace it. So if takes, you can take with a bishop, you can take with a knight. A knight takes knight, you're ending up with a very powerful bishop there. The pawn can't be moved. Could move down with a pawn push like this, but yeah, that just loses because you're weakening your light squares so ridiculously. So you are. That is the best move by the computer, queen h5. But instead he does decide to, no, that's not what happened. So he comes out and he pins our knight to our queen. We're like, okay, not a big deal. It is removing a defender of this pawn in the centre, but it's well and more supported with a bishop on the following pawn. So we said, okay, let's trade your bishop for my knight. No problem at all. But what does this also do? It gives us massive pressure here on his knight, attacking the pawn that's just behind him. He makes a very simple move that essentially loses him the game, jumping in, attacking our queen. Now we need to move our queen. We need to find squares. I'm not going to go here because that's just a nice family fork with the queen, the rook, the king. This pawn is extremely weak, so I snatch up that pawn. Best move by the computer, as you can see. He goes for this fork. which surprisingly is not the best move. The best move here would have been then to take the pawn in the center. We move our king. It says you could have moved up, but I was afraid of this discovered attack. I did not want that happening. Obviously, if it was a discovered attack and he took, I could have just taken the knight. But he blunders by taking a rook. Now, how does he blunder? Can you see it? Currently, we have 15 points advantage with him being up 6 points of material. So we have 15 points advantage with him up 6 points. Why? Because of the light squared weaknesses in and around his king's position. It is extremely weak. His king is about to get absolutely smoked. So first I find this lovely check. The only thing that can block it here is the queen. It's the only move. If he does then move down here, so say for example, well, that is what happens. So he does decide to move his king. This puts a mate in 6 on the board. Obviously the better move here would have been give up your queen and try to survive this position. You're going to lose your rook, and then you're going to lose your knight as well. Well, you could possibly escape, but it's not going to go well, because if you do escape, so you do try to get your knight out, you then lose the bishop. Say you try even further to get your knight out, you're then just going to get checked to absolute oblivion. But that is not what happens. He moves his king instead, and in moving his king, he puts a mate in 6 on the board. So what do? We change it. Well, we don't change it. That is the best move, so it's a check from the pawn. Excuse me. Defend it with a bishop. That it was initially. That is why that bishop went there. He has been defending that pawn. He has defended the pawn. Now he is attacking with the pawn. The bishop is just standing right behind him. We pull off this lovely check. Now, again, yeah, computer does give obviously a better move of queen to e4, but this check is just as good because it's defended by the knight. There's a mate in 2 on the board, which would be check, king f6, then knight d5 is checkmate. Such a lovely, like it really is a lovely checkmate. So it is, like, what can you do? He can't do anything. But instead, we turned the mate into a mate in 3. Have his king going. We find another lovely check here with a queen. He moves over. Find a check with a bishop. The only move he has is the push f5. He pushes f5. I can then take with a bishop, and then it'll be a mate in 3. You can go here, check. It'll be mate in 4. But this is just mate in 1. We find it. It was beautiful. That whole checkmating sequence, giving up the knight to get a counter attack on his pawn away up in the corner, weakening his light squares, especially after he went for this fork. He thought he was probably winning and all, but his king just went on a nice wee lovely walk. Well, that was a checkmate I got earlier. I thought it was fantastic, but now what you're here for is this ELO estimator. I believe, I'm mistaken, I didn't set this up currently. I can't see the names or anything, but I believe Black is the guy who submitted the game and the subscriber. You guys should be able to see the ELO. I believe is it above me and below me? Yeah, you should be able to see the ELO and the names above and below me. What I can see here is the accuracy score, and Black is 91.2% accurate. That's nuts. That is nuts. No brilliant moves though. Got it great. So let's see how this goes. Oh, going for a nice wee Dutch. I've been trying the Dutch out recently. This is good. So what's this white do? White develops a knight. Okay, it's all book move. It's all kind of good theory. Yep, brilliant. You want to kind of get the bishop out here. They will usually counter attack. You will happily trade, damage their pawn structures while keeping yours intact. Okay, yeah, another book move here. Yeah, computer does give the push attack the pawn, or attack the bishop with the pawn. You would end up with a position like this. Quickly get your knight out. So, well, it's white's move. Say develops. You get your knight out. Develops even further, opening the scope for the bishop. You would take, damaging the pawn structure. Then, you know, your idea would be get the bishop here and have it on the long scope. So instead, okay, Stonewall, is that like the Stonewall kind of the Stonewall kind of formation? I think you know, really trapping your light squared bishop here. Like, there's no squares for it. You're going to need like 3 moves to kind of get it out. So it's not like the greatest understanding of the dynamics, but it's a brilliant move anyway. You know, you're attacking the center, well defended. Okay. Yeah, it's all solid moves from both sides. You know, big center, defending every piece, getting ready to castles. White castle, yes they do. Okay, right. So this square is attacked twice. It's defended once. Why would you think putting your knight there is a good idea? So yeah, it's better for black to obviously capture. You take and you take back. Yeah, that is, it's a good move. Just, you know, come down attacking. Okay. Just retreat back. You just want a clean pawn out of that hole. That he just give up another pawn. What is white doing? He's just give up a clean other pawn. Was he planning on pushing here? Like, the king's over this side of the board. It's not. The king's over here. What's this pawn move do? Okay. Right. I can't explain the idea of that move. You obviously want to get it out of the way so you're not trading. But you're immediately attacked. You get attacked with a pawn again. You retreat. Okay. White, no, black just keeping the pressure going, getting these cannons ready to open up and look down towards the king. What are you trying? What is white actually trying? Is he trying to get this pawn? That could be like stopped so many different ways. You can stop it by going here. You can stop it by going here. You can stop it by... I'm pretty sure you can even push it. Well, kind of. You can stop it by going here. Like, there's what? Obviously, you'll not lose that pawn, but... Right, queen gets attacked. You offer a queen trade. Yes, it'd be smart for black to offer queen trade. Why? Huh? What is white thinking? Doesn't it, like... I would understand if it was a battery leading the checkmate, but it's not. So it's just clean giving up. And white resigns. What is this game? What is this game? It looks all brilliant. They've played these openings before, clearly. This, I don't know. This looks very odd to me. I can't say I've ever seen it. But again, the understanding and the movement of all the pieces makes complete sense. Yeah, you're trading down, not one move. Put white in the bad position. That there move, b4, just absolutely killed white's position. Then this. And then this. What is actually happening? Whoa, like... Whoa, what? Is that what would have... Oh yeah, no, so the computers are like, oh, the game may have continued like this. Say, for example, you guys do play the computer moves. Even with this completely damaged pawn structure, you have an extra bishop. You got 4 pawns versus 5, 1-on-1. Your rooks are in the corner looking like absolute imbeciles. I really do not know what elo is. Let's switch the board here a second. Look at it from white's perspective. I'm just disappointed. It was all going so well. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you just throw your knight into the center? Push the pawn. And then what? Bishop c7. Computer gives bishop f4. No, that's not f4. Wait, what? Bishop f4. Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, bishop f4. Then, you know, going for a trade. If you do trade, you're opening up your position to get your rook here. Dominate the files. For example, white does something like, I don't know, try to take the file, and then you can go b4 at this point in time. You're controlling over this. But what is this knight move? What actually is that knight move? I don't understand it. I am going to say this is probably like they understand they understand their pieces, they understand everything in terms of that. You do resign. No one, rightly, you're in a dead lost position. Hold on, the queen's trapped? Is that why they were saying the queen was trapped? I'm only now realising it, looking at it from white's perspective, that the queen cannot go anywhere. It's completely trapped. So yeah, you would just trade off queens in this position. Like, take. I would probably play something like... I don't know what I would play in this position. It's just that lost. It is just that lost. I am going to say they are probably 700? 700? 750? 750? Is 750 seem right? Does it? Let's actually see what chess.com estimated the elo at. 900 and 1400 for black. What? Okay. How is white getting 900? Well, yeah, there is an understanding of the game, how the pieces move. Kind of. Like, kind of. Don't understand that pawn push still. I am going to say... See the fact... Obviously, I don't think black done this. I don't think black done this knowing it traps the queen. I don't. But obviously, it is a re-attack that's on the queen. I am going to say, yeah, 750. We'll go 750. Let's have a look here. Let's switch over, open this up. So black is 782 and white is 767. I was really close, really. But the fact that black got a 1400 elo estimating by chess.com is really, really good. Why don't this type of stuff happen in my games? Well, like, I tried the Dutch. I wanted this position in the Dutch so bad. Like, I was set and I revised it. You would go here, say they then develop like this is normal. You can attack, they take, you take. You don't move this bishop until you are attacked. Say they do immediately take. You just destroy their pawn structure. Get your bishop up here. Another move would be pushing the d pawn to stop the knight from coming in. They would likely open up the scope for the bishop. You then do the same for yours. Say they develop as normal. You develop the oh, that's not castle. The castle, and then you could go here. You could wait until a queen move is made. So say you then go in castle. They make a very stupid queen move like this. You just go here, destroy their pawn structure, and you're getting ready to get a wee rook lift and go for checkmate. Why doesn't this stuff happen in my games? Why? But oh my god, yeah. No, very close rating there. So it was, I guess, 750. Turns out it was close to 800. Yeah, no, keep going, man. It is really, really good. Just remember, review your games, capitalize on your opponent's mistakes, which you did. Oh, that's my channel. But yeah, see this checkmate. Oh, it was lovely. It was lovely. He made a mistake, and it's so bizarre because you'd start to panic. You'd start to think, oh, I'm losing my rook. My queen's up here. It's going to get attacked. Keep your calm. Check. Captures. Attacks. Check. Mate. Bia. Anyway, guys, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. It's been something a wee bit different. Elo Estimator. I just really wanted to show that checkmate I pulled off, and yeah, new subscriber game was put into Discord. Discord should be in the description of this video. If you can't find it there, you can also go to my Kick channel. There should be links to it there as well. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Any kind of comments, anything that you can suggest for yourself, do leave it down below. And yeah, have a good one. Bye bye.